Hey guys, Teekas Dragon here, and today we have the new Selesnya Enchantress Commander, Sythis Harvest Hand. Now, she was great to build and she's even more fun to play with. This is my take on building her. I would say she's an optimized EDH deck, so check it out. I hope you enjoy her. Any kind of comments, anything you would have done differently, just comment below and we can check it out. So, we'll start off first with our easy picks, which are our mana dorks. So these are the creatures that tap for more mana. So we've got Arbor Elf, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Birds of Paradise and Sanctum Weaver. And whilst we're on extra mana, let's do our mana rocks, so our artifacts that tap for mana. So we've got Chrome Mox, Jeweled Lotus, Mana Crypt, Mox Diamond and Soul Ring. Great, extra mana out of the way, kind of. So, the next category that we've got is card draw. So, cards that draw you into more cards. Pretty simple. So, we've got the creatures first, which are Argothian Enchantress, Fenarith Enchantress, Mesa Enchantress, Satyr Enchanter, Cetizen Champion, Verdurant Enchantress, Eidolon of Blossoms. That is a lot of enchantresses, but it's a good job we're playing an enchantment deck. And then we've also got, alongside of that, we've got Sylvan Library and Enchantress's Presence. And then, just whilst we're on great cards, we can quickly chuck in our card selection, which is the Sylvan Library we just saw. Then we also do have the 1 mana version of Miri's Guile, which is a great card to have. So, next up, instead of not knowing what we're drawing, we can figure out some tutors, get things into our hand or on top of the deck. So, going through that, we've got our Enlightened Tutor, Worldly Tutor, Aldemari's Call, Finale of Devastation, Chord of Calling, Idyllic Tutor, and Recruiter of the Guard. And then luckily, because we're playing enchantments, we do have 2 cards which make other cards cheaper. So Herald of the Pantheon and Starfield Mystic make all of our enchantments cheaper. So next is the part of the deck that's fun for me but not so fun for everyone else, and that is our STAX pieces. So green, white have some great STAX pieces, just so you're not interfering with me and everyone else's decks are more difficult. So starting off, we've got our creatures. So we've got Esper Sentinel, Collector Oof, Tranith Magistrate, Grand Abolisher, Aven Mind Sensor, and Yasharn Implaceable Earth. And then our enchantments that we use, we've got Authority of the Consuls, Deafening Silence, Root Maze, Blind Obedience, Rest in Peace, Stony Silence, Monologue Tax, Humility, and Smothering Tithe. Yes, you can think I'm a horrible person, but it's fine. We move on. So next, we're in green, so of course we've got Ramp to go over. This is the reason we're only playing 5 mana rocks and a few 4 or 5 mana dorks. So what we've got is we've got Burgeoning, Carpet of Flowers, Crop Rotation, Exploration, Land Tax, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, and Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Great. So next we'll go on to our revival pieces. So what we've got for our revival pieces are Noxious Revival, Eternal Witness, and Replenish. Remember, Noxious Revival can be used to get on your opponent's grave if you know they target something from their grave that you'd rather they didn't. And then next, we've got our removal. So the removal I play is Nature's Claim, Swords to Plowshares, Darksteel Mutation, Kenrith's Transformation, Grasp of Fate, Song of the Dryads, and Force of Vigour. You see all the enchantments I'm getting in there, all the synergy with my deck and my commander. And then we've also got to protect ourselves, so we've got the protection to stop anyone else bothering my board, or just rather than leave me alone. So what we've got is we've got Veil of Summer, Destiny Spinner, Greater Auramancy, and Sterling Grove. So that is the backbone of the deck. That is the basics. So now we get to go into some good stuff. So what we've done, we've stacked people out, we've drawn all the cards we need, and now we need a way to win. So if we haven't already made people scoop yet, what we have is a combo which is banned from Pioneer, and that is Walking Ballista and Heliod Sun Crowned. So I'm sure you know how it works, but I'll go over it for you. So we have them both out on the battlefield. we give Walking Ballista lifelink from Heliod, using Heliod's ability. And then using Walking Ballista, we ping someone. From this, they take the damage, and therefore we gain life, thanks to the lifelink. And then Heliod will trigger. We get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Let's give this back to the Ballista. Now we can ping someone again, and we can do this until their life is 0. So as long as me pinging them gains me life, we're going to ping everyone down to 0. So, next up, I do also have a dirtier combo. It's not nice, but I do play it because it's probably the only deck I would play it in. And it doesn't technically win you the game on the spot. You could still lose from it technically. However, it does make all your opponents want to scoop. So, if this is the way you'd like to win, if this is the kind of player you are, I wouldn't judge. We've got Living Plane and Elish Norn Grand Cenobite. So again, it's the 2 cards, just having them on the field. So all lands in play are 1/1s, and Elish Norn gives opponents' creatures -2/2, meaning they've got no lands and they can't play any more lands, which usually means they can't play any more spells. And ours are 3/3, so we've got a land base we can continue playing. And hopefully, I'd say it's about a 95% win rate, but if they've got a board that's beasting, or you've got some 3/3s, who knows? It's not a guaranteed win, but it's a good combo to have in there. So, these wins can both be interacted with, but because we've got so many STAX pieces, things like that, and all the protection and removal, we should be good enough to just pop off and win at that point. Finally, I will also go through our lands with you, just so you've got a rough idea of the lands I play. Pretty straightforward. So firstly, we've got the dual lands that tap for green or white. So we've got the actual dual, we've got Savannah, we've got the Shock Land, Temple Garden, the Horizon Land, Horizon Canopy, the Pain Land, Brushland, the Filter Land, Wooded Bastion, and the Pathway Land, Branchloft Pathway. And then we have our fetchers: Flooded Strand, Marsh Flats, Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacombs, Windswept Heath, Wooded Foothills, and then our 5 coloured lands: City of Brass, Command Tower, Mana Confluence. Yes, you can say that Command Tower is a dual coloured land, but I always put it in this category because in different decks it taps for different amounts. Utility lands, we've got our Guy's Cradle, Heliod, Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, Serra's Sanctum, Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, and then finally we've got our basics, which is 6 snow-covered forests and 3 snow-covered plains. So guys, that is Sythis for you. I hope you enjoyed my version. Like I said, if you've got anything you would do differently, I'd love to hear it. It's great to share all our magic ideas. I could have something that you didn't think of, and you could have something that I didn't think of. So let's share our ideas and thoughts. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening and watching. Like, subscribe, all that, and enjoy. I'll see you on the next video.